Good evening, welcome to Context 101. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. And welcome to a special report that could redefine the future of our nation. Tonight, we invite you to witness a turning point, one that may forever alter the course of our history and the lives of every Filipino. Tonight, we stand on the cusp of a story so immense, it promises to reshape not just our economy, but our very identity on the world stage. The world is watching, and the Philippines is ready to step into the spotlight. For decades, the Philippines has been known for its resilient people and vibrant culture, a nation that has weathered storms and celebrated triumphs with unwavering spirit. But a new chapter is about to be written, one fueled by a discovery beneath our waters, a treasure of oil and natural gas so vast, its value is almost beyond comprehension. This is not just a resource. It is a symbol of hope and possibility for generations to come. Imagine a Philippines free from the constant worry of fluctuating global energy prices, where families can plan for the future with confidence, and businesses can thrive without fear of sudden economic shocks. Imagine a nation where our government has the resources to build world-class hospitals, schools, and invest in the health and education of every child, ensuring that no one is left behind. And imagine infrastructure that connects every island and community, bringing progress and opportunity to even the most remote corners of our archipelago. This is the promise of a monumental discovery recently confirmed by international energy consortiums and our Department of Energy. The world's eyes are now on us, eager to see how we will shape this newfound destiny. Experts are calling it one of the most significant oil and gas finds of the 21st century, a breakthrough that could propel the Philippines into a new era of prosperity and influence. The initial estimates are staggering, pointing to reserves valued at over $1 trillion. This wealth, if managed wisely, could uplift millions and transform our society. This discovery could transform the Philippines from an energy-importing nation into a major global supplier, shifting geopolitical dynamics across Southeast Asia and beyond, and giving us a stronger voice in international affairs. But with great fortune comes great responsibility. Navigating international claims, protecting our marine ecosystems, and ensuring that development is sustainable for future generations. Above all, we must ensure this wealth benefits every Filipino, bridging gaps between rich and poor, and building a more just and equitable society. Tonight, we delve into the story of the Philippines' hidden treasure, a story that belongs to all of us, and one that will shape our nation's destiny for generations to come. Our nation's quest for energy independence is a long and storied one, filled with hope and setbacks. Early explorations yielded minor discoveries, but true energy security remained elusive, forcing us to rely on expensive foreign oil imports. The Malampaya gas field, discovered in the 1990s, became the cornerstone of our energy sector, but its reserves are now dwindling. This urgency sparked a new wave of exploration, driven by advanced technology and a renewed political will to assert our rights within our exclusive economic zone. The government began offering more attractive contracts to international firms, signaling that the Philippines was serious about unlocking its potential. After years of perseverance, that search has finally led us to the breakthrough we are witnessing today. The breakthrough that would change the nation's energy future came from a dynamic consortium of Filipino and international experts, each bringing unique skills and perspectives to the table. Their collaboration was the result of years of planning, negotiation, and shared ambition. Working under the highly anticipated Service Contract 85, their focus was the vast, largely unexplored waters west of Palawan, a region long rumored to hold untapped riches beneath its seabed. The state-of-the-art exploration vessel Diwa was dispatched, equipped with the latest seismic technology. Its mission: to scan the ocean floor for hidden reserves. The data it gathered was so promising that it triggered immediate exploratory drilling, raising hopes across the team. The team, a blend of seasoned Filipino engineers and world-class international geologists, worked around the clock. Driven by determination and curiosity, they pushed through long nights and unpredictable weather, unaware they were on the verge of rewriting history. Energy Secretary Rafael Lotilla later described the moment of confirmation. Pressure readings from the well far exceeded all projections, and the first core samples revealed a reservoir of unprecedented size and quality. The excitement in the control room was palpable. This was not just another pocket of gas. This was the mother lode, a discovery that could transform the nation's energy landscape for generations. The field was named the Perlas ng Silangan, the Pearl of the East, quickly earning its place as the crown jewel of the Philippines' natural resources. For weeks, the discovery was kept under strict secrecy. Only a handful of officials and scientists knew, as appraisal drilling continued, and security was tightened to prevent leaks and market chaos. Multiple wells soon confirmed the initial findings: colossal reserves of high-grade natural gas and premium crude oil, enough to power industries and homes for decades. The official announcement, made in a historic press event at Malacañang Palace, ignited a wave of national pride and excitement, uniting Filipinos from all walks of life. Across the country, Filipinos began to grasp the true scale of what had been found, a discovery with the power to shape the nation's destiny and inspire hope for a brighter future. The Perlas ng Silangan discovery is staggering: 15 billion barrels of oil and 25 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. At current prices, the value is estimated at $1.2 to $1.5 trillion, dwarfing our annual GDP. This find places the Philippines among the world's top 20 nations for proven oil and gas reserves. The natural gas alone could power our country for over a century, stabilizing prices and supporting a cleaner energy transition. The government is entitled to a 60% share of net proceeds, potentially bringing in over $700 billion in revenue. This windfall could fund bullet trains, world-class hospitals, and a top-tier education system. Public reaction is a mix of euphoria and anxiety, with calls for transparency and accountability. The question remains: will this wealth be managed properly, or will it fall victim to corruption? In government, the mood is one of decisive action. Leaders are moving quickly to address the opportunities and challenges that come with this discovery, aware of the immense responsibility on their shoulders. Senate President Zubiri has called for the creation of a sovereign wealth fund to manage the revenues, promising ironclad safeguards for long-term development. Lawmakers are debating how best to ensure that the nation's newfound wealth benefits all Filipinos, not just a select few. In Palawan, Governor Socrates welcomes the opportunities, but insists on sustainable development and local benefits. He emphasizes that the people of Palawan must be active participants in decision-making, and that their voices should shape the future of the province. Thousands of high-paying jobs could be created, transforming local economies and offering hope to many families. Yet local leaders demand guarantees that their communities and environment will be protected, calling for clear commitments from both government and industry. Not all voices are celebratory. Fishing communities fear for their livelihoods and the health of the sea. For generations, the ocean has been their lifeblood, and they worry that unchecked development could threaten their way of life. Environmental groups demand stringent oversight, environmental impact assessments, and real spill response plans. They urge authorities to learn from past disasters and to put the environment at the center of every decision. Liza Maza, representing local environmentalists, warns: a $1 trillion discovery can become a $1 trillion disaster if not handled with care. She calls for vigilance, transparency, and the active involvement of civil society at every stage. The government must balance economic ambition with ecological stewardship. This is a test of leadership, vision, and the nation's commitment to future generations. The wealth beneath the sea must not come at the cost of the life within it. Protecting marine biodiversity is as important as harnessing natural resources. Only with true transparency and accountability can this be a victory for the nation. The world is watching, and the choices made now will echo for generations to come. The economic implications are revolutionary. Becoming a net exporter of oil and gas will strengthen the peso, boost reserves, and improve our credit rating. Construction, logistics, and manufacturing will boom, creating over 1 million jobs in the next decade. A sovereign wealth fund could invest in technology, renewables, and education, fueling innovation and stability. But economists warn of the resource curse. Wealth can bring corruption and inequality if not managed wisely. The challenge is to use this windfall as a catalyst for a more resilient, inclusive economy. Success depends on good governance, transparency, and long-term planning. The choices we make now will shape our nation for generations. The Perlas ng Silangan field sits in a complex geopolitical arena. It lies within our exclusive economic zone, but its proximity to disputed South China Sea waters raises the stakes. The Philippines has moved quickly to assert its rights, with strong support from allies like the US and Japan. Beijing calls for joint development, but the area's value makes it a tempting target for coercion. The Navy and Coast Guard have increased patrols to protect the site, The world is watching how the Philippines manages this resource. Our actions could set a precedent for the region. The Perlas ng Silangan is now a symbol of sovereignty and a test for the rules-based order in Southeast Asia. The economic promise of Perlas ng Silangan is matched by environmental risks. The field lies in the Coral Triangle, home to unique marine life and vital to coastal communities. Large-scale drilling here raises alarms for scientists and advocates. Dr. Elena Reyes warns of chronic pollution and the catastrophic risk of a major spill. The government and consortium pledge world-class safety standards and a multi-billion-dollar environmental guarantee fund. The challenge is not whether to drill, but how to do so responsibly. Regulatory vigilance, independent monitoring, and transparency are essential. The Philippines can set a global benchmark for responsible resource extraction, if we get it right. The Perlas ng Silangan field is more than oil and gas. It's a reservoir of hope and a test of our national character. We stand at the dawn of a new era, with unprecedented opportunities and significant challenges ahead. We must assert our sovereignty, protect our environment, and manage this wealth with integrity. The greatest risk is not in drilling, but in squandered opportunity and corruption. This is a national saga that requires every Filipino to stay informed and hold leaders accountable. We must demand robust safeguards and world-class environmental protections. The eyes of the world are upon us as we embark on this historic undertaking. Will we rise to become a model of responsible development or fall victim to the resource curse? The answer lies within us all. Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi.